Now, Isaiah Sharp with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
And no offense to Eagles fans, but I am kind of pulling for Chicago in that one. Good luck to Colston and the rest of the Chicago Bears. Current temperature sitting into the 40s. A beautiful night at the Village at Meridian, but the cooler weather is on the way. Up to this point this month, it has not been one of the coolest Novembers ever. Actually, we've been tracking to have the warmest November on record. The current average this month is 49.3 degrees. The second warmest is about 47 degrees, and that was back in the 1900s. A little bit further than the 90s, 80s, or 70s. Back in the 40s was actually when that was set. And right now, 2025, the warmest November ever. Take a look at these temperatures sitting into the 40s. It's about the average that we're seeing. 39 over at Lucky Peak and up in Cascade. But heading into this final week of November with Thanksgiving on the way, we could start to see the cooler weather, and that average is expected to drop. Before we get to that, let's talk about chances of showers on the way. This is Monday night, nice and clear skies, but we could see a little bit of activity rolling in maybe to the Stanley region. Glens Ferry might have some activity, but honestly, when it comes to Boise and Twin Falls, staying nice and clear. You can see a small patch of snow pass on through the mountain ranges. That's what I want to see for Bogus Basin. I've been waiting to throw my skis on, but we're going to need a little bit more snow than just that little bit in order to see some more activity move on in. Heading into the rest of Monday, skies are nice and clear. Tuesday is looking nice as well. We might have a little bit of cloud coverage roll in, but take a look at that up there in the Pacific Northwest. That is a sign of a little bit more to come. So let's broaden our scale and take a look at all of the Pacific Northwest. Heading into Monday, like I mentioned, we do have a couple of chances of showers passing on over those mountain ranges. This is a little bit of a broader brush, I would say. You saw kind of the more detailed map showing lighter chances of rain and snow passing on through. Heading into the rest of Monday, nice and clear. Tuesday's looking fine too. But then late into Tuesday, just before we tick on over into Wednesday, might see some chances of snow moving on in and some rain snow mixes even for the Boise area, because we got a drop in temperatures rolling on in. That average, like I mentioned earlier, yes, we are sitting at the warmest right now, but this next week could easily drop those temperatures and bring in some very cool conditions. Going into the rest of the week, Wednesday might see some more showers. Thursday, though, we're going to see a bit of a push, and then heading into December, might get a little bit more activity on the way as that system looks as though it's going to bring in some more showers. And we're going to need it because it looks as though the precip outlook has barely got us averaging wetter than normal conditions. The drier weather actually taking on over on the East Coast. Man, they are getting a lot of precipitation on the way, but still we could see some snow on the way. Take a look at it. This is this coming Friday, some snow activity up into the mountains. Heading into next Friday, not too much of a shift expected. We're seeing a lot of similar numbers. Maybe into probably the middle of December we'll start to see a little bit more activity. Quick look at that extended forecast. Talking about the temperatures, we got 40s on the way to start the work week. Thanksgiving will be the warmest at 50s, and then the 40s quickly arrive with chances of 30 even into next Sunday. Treasure Valley is going to see similar conditions with 40s to start out the work week, and then 50s on the way for your Thursday. Thanksgiving's looking nice, but the cool weather set to roll on in right after.